You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now is 8 o'clock, time for another hour of the great music that came out in the 1960s with the 60s Nostalgia Show. The 60s Nostalgia Show is kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. They're electrical contractors, whether that be private or commercial, and they're also dab hands around the old dairy shed if you've got any problems with your dairy plant, your milk cooling, your effluent, or anything to do with how the old cows are milked. Just give Cotter and Stevens a ring and they'll pop around and sort it all out for you. Tonight on the show we're going to complete this list of 100 songs that kids grew up with in the 1960s. We've got about 14, 15 of them to go, and some interesting ones coming up, and we'll also let you into something that is a little quirky after Al Caiola and his orchestras finished playing the theme to Bonanza. The quirky thing is something that caught my eye during the week as I looked at a book I've got at home of this day in music history. And I noticed that for the week around either side of today, over the years, a number of legendary and very influential people have passed away, and the reason I was looking at that was that this year marks the 40th anniversary of the death of John Lennon. He was, of course, shot by that mad fan Mark Chapman in front of his apartment building in New York in 1980. It was on the 8th of December US time, so the 9th of December New Zealand time, and interesting range of 40s for John Lennon. He was actually born in 1940. He was killed at the age of 40, and this week marked the 40th anniversary of his death. So it looked like over the years this has been a bad week for musicians and singers, and I've written down some of them that had died in this week. So back in 1988, Roy Orbison died of a heart attack on the 6th of December, aged 52, and I've just sort of looked at the week, the 6th to the 12th of December. So 6th of December 1988, Roy Orbison passed away. The 8th of December 1980, John Lennon was shot. On the 10th of December in 1967, Otis Redding was killed in a plane crash 3 days after recording the big hit, The Dock of the Bay. He was aged 26. And on the 11th of December 1964, Sam Cooke was shot dead by his manager, a lady called Bertha Franklin, aged 33. And as I mentioned in the blues show, Ian Stewart founder member of the Rolling Stones, died on the 12th of December 1985. And finishing off the list in 2007, on the 12th of the 12th, Ike Turner died aged 76. Of course, most famous with the Ike and Tina Turner Review, but was also an influential blues man in the 1950s. One of the interesting things about Ike Turner, apart from his cocaine addiction and his addiction to the fair sex, he claimed to have been married 14 times, and often those marriages took place before he went through the formality of divorcing his previous wife. He first got married when he was 16 and last when he was 74. Righto, on to the songs for tonight, and we start off with Simon and Garfunkel.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light. Split the night and touch the sound of silence, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one did disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you, but my words like silent raindrops fell, echoing the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, the tenement halls, whispering sounds of silence.
Simon and Garfunkel there, and the sound of silence. And next up we'll dedicate this one to Di. School's out, her grandchildren are staying with her, and I thought they might enjoy the twist.
Woo!
twisting till we tear the house down. Come on and twist, yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do a twist. She knows how to twist. Come on and twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah. Just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah.
Chubby Checker there, and the twist. And if I remember correctly, that was the only song that has hit number one at the American charts in different years. I think it happened in 1961 to 1962. All right, here's Nancy.
You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthin', and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changin'. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, boots? Start walking.
Nancy Sinatra there with her first huge hit. These boots are made for walking. Right, next up, this song was one of the early single releases from the Apple label in the UK. Song produced by Paul McCartney. The song's called Those Were the Days, performed by Mary Hopkin.
Once upon a time there was a tavern where we used to raise a glass or two. Remember how we laughed away the hours? Think of all the great things we would do. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never. Rushing by us, we lost our starry notions on the way. If by chance I'd see you in the tavern, we'd smile at one another and we'd say, those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose. Those were the days. Oh yes, those were the days. La da 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 Just tonight I stood before the tavern. Nothing seemed the way it used to be. In the glass I saw a strange reflection. Was that lonely woman really me? Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose. Those were the days. Oh yes, those were the days. La 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 Through the door there came familiar laughter. I saw your face and heard you call my name. Oh, my friend, we're older but no wiser. For in our hearts the dreams are still the same. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose. We'd fight and never lose. Those were the days. Oh yes, those were the days. La 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 la
a traveling man, made a lot of stops all over the world, and in every port I own the heart of at least one lovely girl. I've a pretty senorita waiting for me down in old Mexico, and if you're ever in Alaska, stop and see my cute little Eskimo. Oh, my sweet Fraulein down in Berlin town makes my heart start to yearn, and my China doll down in old Hong Kong waits for my return. Pretty Polynesian baby over the sea, I remember the night when we walked in the sands of Waikiki, and I held you oh so tight. Sweet Fraulein down in Berlin town makes my heart start to yearn, and my China doll down in old Hong Kong waits for my return. Pretty Polynesian baby over the sea, I remember the night when we walked in the sands of Waikiki, and I held you oh so tight. Traveling man, yes, I'm a traveling man. Yes, I'm a traveling man. Whoa, I'm a traveling man.
Ricky Nelson there from 1961, and A Travelling Man brought the time to 23 minutes after 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, your local community access radio station, and you're listening to the 60s Nostalgia Show. And next song lined up is another great song that was put out by the Bee Gees.
Kind of light that never shone on me. I want my life to be to live with you, live with you. There's a way everybody said to do each and every little thing. I ain't got you, ain't got, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you. I see your face again. I know my friend of mine. You ain't got to be so glad, and I'm glad, so glad. I'm a man. Can't you see what I am? To love somebody the way I love you. to love somebody the way I love you. No, 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 no. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. You know what it's like to love somebody.
All right, we've moved into the U's, and starting off, this particular part is one of the greatest songs ever recorded by one of the greatest singers that was around in the 1960s and until his death a few years ago. We're talking about the Righteous Brothers, the beautiful voice of Bobby Hatfield and Unchained Melody.
Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. In time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still more? I need your love. I need your love. God, speed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch. Oh, Lord, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still I need your love. God, speed your love to me. Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be.
a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and french fries they sell under the boardwalk down by the sea. Yeah, on a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
From 1964 there, The Drifters, Under the Boardwalk. And that song was also covered by the Rolling Stones and was a big hit for them down under. All right, time now, 27 minutes to 9 o'clock. We seem to be on track to fit everything in. From Tamla Motown, we've got Jimmy Ruffin and What Becomes of the Broken Hearted.
This land of broken dreams, I have visions of many things, but happiness is just an illusion, filled with sadness and confusion. What becomes of the broken hearted who had love that's now departed? I know I've got to find some
One of the great soul classics there from Percy Sledge, bringing the time to 21 minutes to 9 o'clock here on Arrow FM, your local community access radio station, and you're listening to the 60s Nostalgia Show, which is kindly sponsored by the electrical maestros down in Martinborough, Cotter and Stevens. Right, next up we've got the Troggs, and this is not quite as soulful.
Wild thing, I think I love you, but I wanna know for sure. So come on and hold me tight. I love you. Wild thing, I think you move me, but I wanna know for sure. So come on and hold me tight. You move me.
History, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography, don't know much trigonometry, don't know much about algebra, don't know what a sliding rule is for, but I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Now I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be. For maybe by being an A student, baby, I can win your love for me. Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. La ta 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 ta. History. Biology. Well, la ta 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 ta. Science book. French I took. Yeah, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this but me.
From 1960 there, the beautiful voice of Sam Cooke and A Wonderful World. Right, we've got through to Why, and here's the Supremes.
I need love, love to ease my mind. I need to find someone to call mine. But Mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. You gotta trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, but how many heartaches must I stand before I find the love to let me live again? Right now the only thing that keeps me hanging on when I feel my strength, yeah, it's almost gone. I remember Mama said, no, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more can I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break? No, I can't bear to live my life alone. I grow impatient for a love to call my own. But when I feel that I can't go on, these precious words keeps me hanging on. I remember Mama said, no, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes. No love don't come easy. But I keep on waiting, anticipating for that soft voice to talk to me at night, for some tender arms to hold me tight. I keep waiting, I keep on waiting, but it ain't easy, it ain't easy. But Mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait.
Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. With all the charms of a woman, you've kept the secret of your youth. You led me to believe you're old enough to give me love, and now it hurts to know the truth. Whoa, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. Beneath your perfume and makeup, you're just a baby in disguise. And though you know that it's wrong to be alone with me, that come on look is in your eyes. Whoa, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. sure she wonders where you are. Get out of here before I have the time to change my mind, 'cause I'm afraid we'll go too far. Well, young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl, you're much too young, girl. Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl, you're much too young, girl.
Gary Puckett in the Union Gap there, and a young girl, and that brought us to let's see, 9.5 minutes to 9 o'clock, which means we've got one song left to play, and then Di, with a bit of luck, we'll have time to put in your request. Right, the last song is from the Righteous Brothers, and on this track it's Bill Medley's time to take most of the vocals on this classic song, which was produced and also partly written by Phil Spector.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. There's no tenderness like grief in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, but baby, baby, I know it. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Oh. Now there's no welcome look in your eyes when I reach for you. You're starting to criticize little things I do. It makes me just feel like crying. 'Cause baby, something beautiful about it. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Oh, oh, baby, baby, I'd get down on my knees for you. If you would only love me like you used to do, yeah. We had a love, a love, a love you don't find every day. So don't let it slip away. Baby, 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 how will you be? I need your love. I need your love. Yeah, bring it on down. Bring it on down. Bring back that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling. 'Cause it's gone, gone, gone. And I can't go on. Oh, oh.
One of the all-time great songs there, the Righteous Brothers, and they certainly were a great duo, a tremendous blend of voices from Bobby Hetfield's tenor right down to Bill Medley's bass. Right, it's, let's see, 5 minutes to 9 o'clock. We've actually got time, Di, to squeeze in that song that you requested. And here's Cliff Richard in the Shadows with Summer Holiday.
We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two. Fun and laughter on our summer holiday. No more worries for me or you for a week or two. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true for me and you. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always wanted to. So we're going on a summer holiday to make our dreams come true for me and you.
Summer Holiday bringing to a close another edition of the 60s Nostalgia Show, which has been kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. And the program was first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7.